hits it 12 foot from the basket. Put it in the book.
Marty Hawes with the basketball for the blue-clad Cougars of Brigham Young University. Smith with a nice pass inside. Stolen away, and the Cowboys are going to go to work.
Wyoming will try and punch it inside when they don't run. They didn't do a good job last week. They worked very hard in practice. They want to go to Lechner.
Fox incidentally put on a shooting exhibition before the ball game. He's a great outside shooter.
Stone shooter, Bill. You're absolutely right.
Last loss, as you can see on your screen. Tap up is up and good.
That's Fox, and he just did a great job. This guy's just a pretty good basketball player. Wouldn't start when I saw him earlier in the year against University of Colorado.
That's Yusevich. That ties it.
I'll tell you something about Yusevich. Don't look for anything fancy. Here's a guy who just gets it done. I absolutely love his head and shoulder fakes and what he does inside.
Man-for-man defense used by both clubs. Lechner, nice touch.
Tell you one thing about this guy. There's a lot of pretenders out in college basketball now. They want to be a 7-footer and go outside and shoot. This guy has no illusions like that. He wants it down low and power it up.
Chapman shot is blocked. We have a whistle and a foul. Chapman is from Talladega, Alabama.
Interesting story how they got him. Liddell Anderson's ball club played UAB down there, had a night off, and they went to see an all-star game. Watch this. Lechner thought he had a good block. Got him with the body, as you can see. It's a solid call. The officiating crew, Bobby Diver, Jimmy Clark, and Jim Danner. Anyway, this Chapman, they went to see him. Nobody was recruited.
Out of Baldwin, Michigan. Lob pass, Lechner low. Power move, scores. It counts. He's fouled. That's Smith helping out in the backcourt. That's Hawes, very quick. In the corner, Chapman, pull-up jumper. Rebound, Yusevich scores. Basket will count.
That's usually what happens when you go out and help a teammate, and that's exactly what happened there. The Cowboys were in a jump switch. That leaves Yusevich open for a stick back.
Foul on Jones. Great football player. I watched him in high school as a wide receiver.
Somebody's going to draft him, Bill. When you run 4-4 and you've got as good a change of directions as he has, I'd like to see him race anybody in this conference. He's that quick.
Jolson with a spinning move. It won't go. It'll be Wyoming ball.
Benny Dees is very upset because his people didn't block out and they got a break there. That looked like it's going to be a stick back and a lead for the Cougars.
This is Dent bringing it up. Good little point guard. Guarded by Marty Hawes.
Talk about another guy who can play football. Look at this. Down low.
And when it goes down low, oftentimes that's the exact result.
And that's too easy. Liddell Anderson very concerned about that. That was a piece of cake. It was like stealing. Lechner will go for 30 unless they start contesting those passes.
Yusevich is low. Baseline jumper, partially blocked on the floor. Wyoming. Lob pass. Got away from Dembo that time. Believe it hit the corner of the board. It goes out of bounds. Wyoming ball.
Well, right now, Bill, it's shirts and skins. Both teams are a little tight. They're on national TV. Things will settle down. You're talking about a lot of good athletes out here. Smith hadn't taken a shot. He's a guy who can step outside and fill it from 22 foot. He hadn't taken a shot.
Dembo in the corner lets it go. He scores. 3-point shot.
Got the longest pair of arms in the world. He's emotional. He admits he's a hot dog. Let me tell you something. You take a hot dog like that anytime because he can do it.
12-6 scoreboard reading. Wyoming out front. Block in the corner. Pile up. We got a whistle, and what are we going to have? A travel call. It's going to be Brigham Young. Well, 6 scoreboard reading. Wyoming out front.
Brian Taylor's in the ball game. Brian Taylor doesn't start. My guess is he'll play about 30 minutes tonight. He has been terrific. Very unselfish. Understands the game. He's a penetrator. Above all, he gets it to the shooter.
Steps in for Randy Toolson. Marty Hawes well outside. Shadowing him is Sean Dent. Yusevich high. Lechner on him. Man-for-man defense used.
They like to go with the UCLA high post and then rub off, and then they look for the back door. No back door that time. Here's the shooter.
This is Smith. Shot block, gets it back, knocked away. This is Hawes from the corner. It's good. Marty scores 2.
Did a good job. Once again, I think the key for BYU is to stay in the basketball game the first 10 minutes, and I think on the other side of the coin, Wyoming has really got to be nasty.
Nice drive by Dent. The ball is knocked out of bounds by Brigham Young. It'll be Wyoming's ball.
Taylor did the job. There's Liddell Anderson. This guy was a great competitor. Played at Utah State. Look at him. Look at Andy. You talk about somebody who was mean and tough. Coach at Utah State. I'll tell you what. Got away with one there. Looked like a hack.
Good feed to Dembo. Power move. It hangs but won't drop. In the corner, Chapman. That's Marty Hawes. Changes gears. Has it knocked out of his hands. Actually, there's a hacking call. Fox with Illinois product.
All right, the basketball hit the standard, so it's going to go to Wyoming. All right, now they're going to talk about it. Wait a minute. There's Benny Dees. Then he played basketball up here for Ed Shelton. The gym was called Hell's Half Acre, one of the great names going. They're going to jump it, or they're going to talk about it.
There's the huddle out front. Now it's a shot of the Wyoming crowd. Now Liddell Anderson, coach of Brigham Young.
All right, let's take a look and see what happened here. They've made a decision. We'll tell you about it, but let's take a look. Ball hits the standard, and it looked like it was deflected, and that is the call. BYU retains.
Inbounds. Taylor, good passer, by the way, left-hander. An example right there, and a result right there as Yusevich now has 7 points in the game.
It's a nice little attack they have going. Chapman on one side, Yusevich on the other, down low.
Dembo outside to Dent. 12-10 scoreboard reading with Wyoming out front by 2. Capacity crowd in Laramie, Wyoming.
Now they're going to lay off Dent. It's a night off for Haas as far as playing defense. He's going to double up everywhere. They want Dent to shoot the ball.
Dembo shot short. Rebound underneath. That is number 20, Robin Davis, scoring his first 2.
Well, I'll tell you what, as I mentioned, unbelievable potential. He started out at Missouri with Norm Stewart, went to Oklahoma Junior College. Now he's here with Benny Dees.
Okay, 15-19 to go in the first half of the ball game. Scoreboard reads a break in play. 14 for Wyoming, 10 for Brigham Young. We'll be back in just one moment.
Get a look at the field goal percentage. And Jeff Chapman, between them, they only have a total of 4 points. Smith has been shut out.
Bullet pass to Smith. Reverse layup. Hangs, won't go. Rebound, Yusevich. Rebound, Chapman. He scores. I believe this one will count. It does. Chapman counts 2.
Rebounding is determination, and it's just as simple as that. Look at the effort here as Yusevich keeps it alive, and then Chapman. Here's Smith, a great athlete. He was a 6'9" quarterback in high school and a good one. Here's Yusevich. He misses. And there's Jeff Chapman getting his 3rd point and an opportunity to cut the lead to 1.
Foul on Dembo. 4 points now for Jeff Chapman. Senior forward for Brigham Young.
Bill, excuse me, Bill. Watch the matchup up front. Now, Haas is there, and he's going to double down.
Lechner, power move. They're going to him again and again.
Well, he's so much stronger than Yusevich. Both clubs might have to play some zone because neither one is stopping the inside attack of the opponent.
This is Chapman in the lane under pressure. Buried it.
I have never seen anybody stop Jeff Chapman. I'm sure it's happened. Because you can't be everywhere and see every ball game. But I've never seen anybody stop him. He's that good.
16-15, Wyoming out front by 1. We're at work at the moment with Summers outside. This is Dent looking to Lechner.
Look at Haas as he sags the middle, trying to help out.
Feed from Dembo after driving the lane.
Now, Dent has got to bury something, though, Bill. He's got to keep him honest, or number 11, Haas, is never going to do anything but stay in the paint. 11 is in the paint right now. Get help.
Lechner again, and he has 11 in the ball game.
Boy, the BYU coaching staff, Roger Reed, I should say, Carl Ingersoll, are going wild because that's just too easy.
Stolen from Smith by Dembo. Fed to Summers, and an overthrow out of bounds. They were trying to go that time to Robin Davis, number 20. Nathan Call checking into the lineup, and Chapman is going to sit down for a breather. We're playing at high altitude, but of course neither ball club is particularly worried about that. They're accustomed to it. Checking in, number 33, Clausel Williams from Detroit.
There's a turnover situation. Once again, both clubs, I think, are nervous, understandably so. This Nathan Call's a tough kid, too.
Yusevich high. Started by Lodgins. We'll go to Yusevich again. Cross court they set up with Taylor this time. Has he got a shot? No. Tries to feed and does to Smith. He hits the shot from the corner. That's his first.
He has so much athletic ability, it's scary. If he ever gets really aggressive and he's really matured, I saw him before he went on a mission, and I didn't think he was very mature. He's matured a great deal if he ever gets a defensive about.
Summers on a rebound. Whistle, we have a foul.
Summers stayed with it pretty good. This is an overachiever whose liability probably is shooting, but he's so mentally tough, and he plays within his limits. All right, here's a shot. Watch John Summers. He played in Colorado at Evergreen High School. All right, there's the foul. Here go the line. We have a one-point game.
Got a cut eyebrow for Summers, bleeding from the left eye.
Guarantee you what, they'll have to haul him out. He'll fight somebody. He needs stitches. You can see it from here. That kid ain't going to come out. But the referees are going to tell him, hey, you're going to get blood on the basketball. You got to come out. Look at the eye there. Hey, this guy was an all-state football player. He ain't going to come out of there. This is what it's all about for this kid.
He's wearing it like a badge.
Hey, you know what? You think this guy's going to come out there? I wouldn't take him out if I was his coach. I'd have to punch you.
Misses the free shot. He'll have one more. Lechner taking a rest right now, which is interesting because Lodgens has been called upon often to spell him.
Then he does that, though. He uses his depth a great deal.
Both free throws missed, and BYU comes up with the basketball. This is Nathan Call with a long lead pass to Brian Taylor. Lets it ride. Air ball. Marty Hawes, how about that for a rebound? But his shot is blocked.
Once again, though, BYU continues to get second opportunities. Wyoming has not done a good job. All right, they want to get this kid's eyes squared away. Let's take a look at the shot. There's the block. Lodgens gets off his feet. You know, he and Lechner were dead even when Jim Brandenburg, then the coach of Wyoming, recruited him.
Yusevich with a power move, and that draws a whistle and a foul, and Yusevich will go to the free throw line, and Lodgens, I believe, gets another personal foul.
Really hadn't been anything very fancy with both Yusevich and on the other end, Lechner. They just get it down low and let them do their thing.
5 fouls on Wyoming. We have 2 on the Brigham Young Cougars. Stembo. Bruised cheekbone. This is Dent walking it up at the moment.
Well, they got to get Fennis involved now. He's really only taken a couple of shots.
Yusevich has given the Cougars the lead, 19-18. 3-point shot from outside. Deep rebound. Chapman owns the ball. Lead pass in the corner. Backhanded underneath. Shoulder taken out of there nicely by Jones. Lead pass to Dembo. Power move by Dembo. He scores. He's fouled. Basket count.
He is so strong. He gives a high five like Patrick Ewing, level to knock your hand off. Little pushing and shoving out there with Yusevich and Dembo. All right, take a look. There's the try for the save. Cowboys get the advantage quickly, 3-on-1. Now it's a 2-on-1, and Fennis walks, gets away with it, goes up, gets a shot down. That's what Liddell Anderson was upset with.
We have a 2019 scoreboard reading Wyoming by 1, and Fennis Dembo right now will try to make it by 2. He has 5 points in the game. Coming into the game, 20.9 scoring average. Fennis Dembo, San Antonio, Texas.
Does he have an athletic body?
Roach has to look at him and wonder why he doesn't go out for football.
There's a lot of them out here who can play football.
Nathan Call. Bullet pass, low, slam dunk, put away in a bank by Chapman. He has 8 in a game.
You see why you get so high on Michael Smith? That was a major league pass, Bill. He had something on it.
Guy was a great quarterback in high school football.
What a pass by Lechner. Motion offense. Dembo's lighting him up now. He's up to 8.
8 points for Fennis Dembo. Taylor with a good pass to Chapman in the lane. This is Yusevich with a fall-away one-hander. Rebound taken out of there nicely by Jones. Gets dented midcourt. 23-21, Wyoming by 2. We're in the first half, 11:47 to go. Capacity crowd at the Arena Auditorium. Ball knocked away, and Chapman comes up with the ball. Lead pass. Taylor scores nicely on the break.
Taylor did a great job using his body as a wedge. Dembo had visions of slamming that against the glass, and the left-handed Taylor ties it up. BYU has accomplished what they set out to do in the early going. They did not let Wyoming have one of those spurts. They've stayed in the basketball game.
We are tied 23-23. Backhanded pass to Dembo. Inside, Jones with a spinning move. Scores. Nice play.
This guy's a killer inside. Oakland Community College, and he can be tough.
Three-point bomb by Smith, an example of his outside shooting ability. He has 5 points in the game.
You think some people looking in are wondering what's a 6'10" guy doing with a touch like this? This kid has got unbelievable athletic ability. Here's the turnover situation.
We're even at 4. Ball looks inside, nobody available. Smith in the corner. That's Brian Taylor. Now watch this guy pass the ball.
All right, Wyoming's had to go to a zone now. Let's see what kind of job they do. BYU likes to gap it. They'll penetrate it. They look for seams. They'll also run a cutter through. Nice pass.
Yusevich under pressure. Rebound taken out by Lechner. Jumping one-hander from the corner by Robin Davis. He has 4 in the ball game.
And the foul will go against Davis. Count it. This is a rule I wish they'd think about changing and go with the pro rule. Wipe it out instead of doing, because what it is each time is a push. I think Denny Crum's team do the best job in America. They come down, they pull up and shoot a jumper, so it's not a push.
We have 10-12 remaining in the first half of the ball game. Scoreboard reads this break and play. 27 for Wyoming, 26 for Brigham Young. We'll be back in just one moment.
I thought that we'd see more fast break basketball, but they've been able to choke the outside shoulder and not let them get it off. Look at the percentage. Both teams have shot well because it's been an inside attack.
Taylor from the corner. As soon as I say the guards have not really come into it with a lot of points, he rings the bell.
Well, I think the kids will settle down now and play better basketball, too. They have been the last 5 minutes.
28-27, Brigham Young by 1. We're in the first half of the ball game. That's Jones, got his man off his feet. Now he's got a lean-in going. He might have traveled. He did.
Well, when you pick that pivot foot up, you either shoot it or pass it. You can't put it back on the ground. That's what Willie did.
Out of bounds backcourt for Brigham Young. Stay with us. We're going to have a good one. Number 12 in the AP poll, Wyoming. Number 14 in the UPI poll, Brigham Young.
Let's watch this zone defense. Look at that's too easy.
But they steal it when he put it on the floor. It didn't come up. We go the other way with Fox. He loses the ball out of bounds. It goes the other way.
A little bit out of control that time. Then he's got to be concerned how easy BYU was able to get it inside that zone. If you do some type of flashing, as we look at the points off at turnovers, Wyoming's been very successful. If you do a little bit of a flash, keep somebody around the high post against the zone, you can get something done.
We have 15,000 people here tonight, Irv Brown. The weather is terrible.
They really like this ball club. They love Benny Dees up there. He's very personable. Benny Dees will give you those one-liners as good as anybody. He used to coach girls basketball, and he said he kicked one lady bad by 1 point and married her next week.
Scramble for the ball. Actually, the Cougars fight among themselves for it. A follow-up rebound is good by Chapman.
Boy, those long arms, he stays with it, the tenacity. Biggest lead of the night for the Cougars. They're at 3.
30-27. Cougars out front of the ball game. We're in Laramie tonight.
Ought to go to Lechner. You haven't seen it for a while.
Davis from the corner, air ball. Follow-up rebound poured back in by Jones.
Really needed that one. That was not a good shot as far as selection. They needed to go inside either Dembo or Lechner.
3-point shot by Taylor. He answers the challenge, and he has 7 points in the game.
Nobody came out, and Taylor's that kind of guy. He's unselfish, but he's also a pretty good shooter. BYU has always had good shooters from the days of Stan Watts. They've always been a great perimeter shooting team. We got a kid down. Taylor went down like he was shot. He's all right. Boy, you talk about sacrificing a body.
Right now, he's asking for identification.
Tell you something. When you set a pick like that, somebody runs through it. I saw Jones in one ball game. He ran through the pick. I didn't see any more picks after that.
We have a 33-29 scoreboard reading. BYU out front. 7:59 till halftime. We're going to have a break and play. Timeout has been called, I believe.
2 major schools.
That is correct.
Oklahoma lost at LSU. That should be a charge. Nope, they're going to go with the block.
Taylor picks up the block. Fox was the man with the ball.
You don't con Jimmy Clark. Jimmy Clark was in the ABA, the NBA. He's an outstanding official. And this is his message I tell you what, he didn't get there, and that's his message. We're going to let you play 5-on-4 next time. Get up.
7 on Wyoming, 4 on BYU. Team fouls. From the corner, Demble finds his man open underneath. Hit the underside of the board, did Lechner. From the line on that particular situation.
See how they handle the press.
Beautifully.
That's legal. They wanted back court. That's legal. The back foot did not come into front court. That's a good no call. You can straddle the line. Nobody understands that rule.
Benny doesn't like it. Little movement by Taylor with the ball. Call underneath Smith. He draws a crowd. Doesn't bother him a bit. He has 7 points in the game.
He's 6'10", and he's just given his ball club a 7-point lead.
37-30 scoreboard reading. 7:11 to go till halftime. This is Dent outside. Nathan Call sags on him, as Irv Brown has mentioned.
Lechner just threw an elbow. Let's see if they got him. Lechner just threw one. I'm going to tell you what happened. Smith threw the first one, but you don't catch that one. And that's what Lechner's saying. He did get nailed, but you always catch the second one. There's Benny D's reacting. You always get number 2. I'll guarantee you Smith got the first one, and Lechner let him have it. Drilled him. Hey, Benny's getting rid of his tie. He's getting serious.
That is a colorful coach on the sidelines.
He's a good guy, too.
Lechner has 2 fouls, by the way.
Bill, that's a good league. I think the country saw the capabilities when New Mexico beat Arizona. That's the only loss the Wildcats.
I'll tell you one thing the Cougars have done. They've taken the Wyoming crowd out of it at this moment anyway.
I think, once again, that was one of the keys, Bill. First 10 minutes, they had to be competitive and not let Wyoming spurt. Look at them sag back on Lechner. Sean Dent's got to keep him honest.
Steal by Chapman. Taylor with the ball.
They could up their lead to double digits with 6:38 left in a half.
Good defense by Chapman. It's his call in the corner. Hawes. They look inside. A lot of white shirts. They go to Smith. Baseline, right side. Rebound ripped out of there nicely by Jones. Dent at midcourt. They run it well. That's Fox. Scores!
And there once again is the push. Good position by BYU. They sacrificed the body. Jimmy Clark with the correct calls. All you got to do is be there. There's no time. There's no distance. Just be there. All right, here comes Wyoming with an excellent break. Starts with an outlet, or else you have no break. Here they go. They fill the lanes. Watch the BYU kid right there. Sacrifices the body.
And we walk down to the other end. As you mentioned, a push.
Benny D's just got on the microphone.
Game. And it is 40-32 with Brigham Young out front of the ball game. We're in the first half. 6:15 to go in the first half of the game. This is Dent. In the corner, Demble doesn't want that shot. Lechner under pressure from Yusevich.
Little triangle inside as they try and free Lechner. Boy, does he draw a crowd. 3 blue shirts around him. Here's the kid who's got to keep him honest.
Again, ball hawking inside by Brigham Young. They steal the ball again, and we go to work with the Cougars in command of the game.
They just back off of Sean Dent, and they got a free man. They're playing 5-on-4 there. And the 5th man is playing all over Eric Lechner.
Ball thrown away. Cowboys come up with it. 5:32 in the first half, and we have quite a few turnovers already for Wyoming. 11-6 for Brigham Young.
Well, the last 3 minutes, Wyoming has not played good basketball. The turnover, they were even.
That's Jones with a 3-pointer from outside. Doesn't go, and Yusevich has got the ball.
All BYU right now. Everything is going their way. Wyoming has had poor shot selection. They haven't been able to get it into Lechner, and BYU can raise this lead to 10 with 5 minutes left in the half.
He's going to make a switch. He's going to bring Summers in off the bench for the Cowboys. Pass a little low, but Smith still got a piece of it. He got the shot off of it, too. Missed it, however, and we have a whistle and a hacking foul against the Cougars. That's Marty Hawes. We have 16 fouls against the Brigham Young Cougars. We have 7 against Wyoming. 4:52 in the first half of the ball game. Coming in, Lodgens, and Lechner will sit for a spell. Summers is checked into the ball game as Dees goes to the bench.
It's been tough for Wyoming the last 4 minutes. Dennis Dembo hadn't taken a shot. He got up to 8 points at the 11-minute mark with 4:49 left. He's still at 8, and they need Dennis to get the basketball.
Smith will sit for a while for Brigham Young. Summers outside, guarded by Chapman. That's Dembo, guarded by Taylor. Has to give up a little bit in size there, muscle anyway. Summers, no shot available. 19 seconds on the shot clock. Ball knocked away by the ever-present Jim Yusevich. 4:19 to go in the first half of the ball game. Dembo will cast from afar. Rebound Summers. Whistle foul.
Summers a guy who needs a couple of stitches in the eye.
2 points for Summers. There's not a lot of population in the state of Wyoming. But there's a lot of beautiful scenery. And at this time, a lot of snow.
You know, I'll tell you something else they got. They got a lot of loyalty. People go to school here, very loyal. People who live here like it.
Press broken beautifully. Chapman with the ball. Chapman with the drive. The pull-up, the shot, it won't go. Gets it back. He'll try it again. He's a 50% shooter.
Well, and he's so much better when he has to turn around. Honestly, I've not seen this kid stop, and I do think that the best is ahead for him. And it was a sheer stroke of luck. They beat UAB. Talk about the Cougars had a night off before they play again, and they happened to go see an all-star game. And here was Jeff Chapman. Really didn't have much scholarships going his way.
Brigham Young's going to play down the Birmingham area later in the winter. Pass knocked around, volleyballed on the floor. Chapman's got it. Now Hawes has it. Steal by Dent, who specializes in that kind of larceny. Okay, carried the ball out of bounds, however, and trying to save it. We have a break in play, 3:27 to go in the first half. Scoreboard 42, Brigham Young, 34, Wyoming. We'll be back in just a moment.
Yeah, but BYU has been more aggressive. They've been to the line more.
Yusevich is high. They swing it over to Marty Hawes. Travel call would go the other way. Inbound, that's Fox, backcourt with the ball. This guy is a pure shooter. They've been all over him, however, so he hasn't been able to cast off that often. This is Dent, guarded by Marty Hawes. Lechner is high, looks inside low, nobody available. Call comes up on Fox right now, Reggie Fox. Pass low, that's Dembo, power move to the rim, knocked away and controlled. Nope, nobody controls it, knocked out of bounds. And it'll be given back court, and the Cougars in blue, Wyoming in white, will go to work.
BYU did a good job protecting a hoop. Davis comes back in.
Robin Davis. Maywood, Illinois. Fennis Dembo from San Antonio, California, was the birthplace of Eric Lechner. Kirk Boyd from Houston. We've not seen him tonight. Beautiful play from the corner to Marty Hawes, and he laid it up and in for 2.
Call with the assist. Cougars lead it by 10.
Hawes, not that big. Great jumper, 6'2". Good athlete. Also works with the BYU track team, obviously, after you watch that jump. This is Fox outside. Dent with a drive in the lane. Dent shot blocked, whistle foul.
All of a sudden now he does something that he really needs to do. Dent has got to take the heat off.
35 with Brigham Young out front and with the ball. Paul walks it up. 2:05 you see on your screen.
There was the rub. Now they'll look back door.
Nice jump. Nice picture perfect jump. Is it not? Textbook style. 2 points for Chapman. He has 14. 46-35 scoreboard reading. Dent finds Fox open at the wing, guarded by Marty Hawes. Now they go to Robin Davis. In the corner, Dent. Nice feed to Dembo. Tried to slam it. It came out.
There's a technical foul on Dembo. That's the way it's been going for Wyoming the last 10 minutes of this half. Dembo wide open. That's why Ralph Miller will not let his people jam. He had an easy layup. Take a look. This is a sharp cut. A nice pass by Dent. Wide open. And the jam just comes out. He didn't really get up that high. Fennis a better jumper than that. It just didn't happen that time.
Taylor will shoot the technical. Draws the attention of the crowd at the baseline and misses it. Dembo still appealing his case. In college ball, it doesn't cost you any money. That's right. 1:32 to go till halftime. 46-35.
See if BYU uses a little clock. They got a nice lead. Liddell may want to go in. No worse than 6 up. Nope, they put it up. Bury it.
And when they give it to that man, why not?
Boy, Smith is yelling in Dembo's face.
That was Michael Smith hitting from outside.
Would you believe it? A 14-point lead on the road.
This is Fox, started by Marty Hawes. Now they get to Lechner.
Well, you put it in the book when he gets it down low like that.
Has a soft touch inside. And he's being hammered at the same time.
Well, he's more than just a banger. He does have a touch. He's just had a lot of folks all over him tonight. Got to take the heat off of that three-point play. That's why they put that in.
Smith draws the attention of the crowd and still makes the basket. He had white shirts all over him. Smith comes alive late in the first half of the ball game. 27 seconds to go in the first half. 51-37 scoreboard reading with BYU out front. Somewhat of a shocking score. Nice play along the baseline. It was converted into 2 points by Robin Davis. He has 6 in the game.
Coach Boyd did a good job. Let's see what kind of shot they get. 11-point lead. 11 seconds left. Let's see if they go to Chapman. Chapman or Smith is my guess. There's Smith.
Ball from outside. Lets it ride. Hits it. 3-point bomb.
Big bucket. Big one.
Right at the buzzer. All right. There it is. There's the end of the first half of the ball game. With the scoreboard reading at halftime here in Laramie, Wyoming, Brigham Young surprising lead 54, and the Wyoming Cowboys 39 will be back.
During the basketball season, it might just be the most exciting place going. After all, as John Mallows tells us, Laramie is the only place that can boast Fennis Dembo.
No, make no mistake about it. This is not downtown Manhattan. Instead, it's the refrigerator they call Laramie, Wyoming, a unique college town. First, because of its location, the southeast portion of the state, and second, almost no one lives here. Population just over 24,000, most of whom work in either retail, the bank, the post office, or they go to school at the University of Wyoming, Laramie's economic support system. Fennis Dembo came here from San Antonio for the chance to play in front of huge crowds in a 15,000-seat arena. They love their basketball, and they come from all 4 corners of the state, which totals only 400,000. Some call him a hot dog, a showboat. But Dembo may be the best player in the nation. At 6'5", 215 pounds, Dembo can shoot from the outside. He can go inside at a moment's notice. He can play defense and run the length of the floor. But his taunting and finger-pointing at opponents and fans have made him a celebrity.
Oh, that's just it, you know, just having fun while you're doing, you know, teammate do something real good.
I said, Fennis, don't do anything that would detract from how good a basketball player you are. And I hope that it doesn't, because he is an awful good player.
The antics do overshadow, you know, some performances I do.
His former coach, Jim Brandenburg, recruited Dembo.
His excitability is just part of his basic makeup.
In the last 2 years, Wyoming has made it to the NIT, and last year the NCAA, where the Cowboys upset Virginia and UCLA, and Dembo had 41 points. This year, the alumni, which packs Bud's Bar, wants a national championship. But what about the pressure?
As long as the youth and these ball players are playing hard, they're playing to their best of their ability, I think the people in Wyoming will accept whatever fate has in mind.
Fennis Dembo, a Charles Barkley lookalike, will also accept his fate, But for now, he's enjoying his celebrity status. In Laramie, Wyoming, I'm John Mallows, ESPN.